If you have never heard of this tool, or you might have been seeing it on TradingView and you're just not sure what it is, the Fib tool is simply just a tool that helps you be able to spot where the market will pull back or continue its trend. So the key levels, the important levels that you're going to see on the Fib tool is 23.6, 38.2, 50%, 61.8, and 78.6%. And the Fib tool is really just helping you find where you're going to be able to enter into the market as well as take profit. Now, how to use the Fib? You're simply going to use this Fib. The only time to use the Fib is when the market is trending. So that means you're seeing a clear uptrend or downtrend. So if you see an uptrend, you're going to find the most recent low, and you're going to take your tool and extend it high. And if you're in a downtrend, you're going to find your most recent high and you're going to swing low. This will make sense in the examples that I show in a minute. Now, the areas that you are going to look for those price reactions to is 38.2, 50%, and 61.8. Another tool that you may have never heard of or seen and not sure what it is the ABCD pattern tool. Now, this has the same exact benefits as the Fib tool. So it's going to be able to spot reversals as well as those continuations. So when you're using the Fib tool on top of the ABCD tool, it is literally a powerhouse, and it really is all of my trading strategy that makes it what it is. First things first, you are going to pull up TradingView. You're going to find your pair, and then you are going to swing left to your toolbar on the side here, and you're going to scroll to the third tool on that chart, or excuse me, on that bar. I don't know what the default is. This one is already set to mine because I've just been using it, but either way, it's going to be the third one down. You're going to go to Fib Retracement. The next thing you're going to do is look at your chart and see whatever time frame you're on. Look at what price is currently doing. So as you can see here, there's this strong bearish move. So I am off rip going to be swinging high and finding my most recent low, which I'm going to now pull that down since there's already just such a strong move. I am doing this without doing my full strategy because I only want you to be focused on this Fib tool and not all of my support and resistance lines. That could kind of throw you off in the beginning. So because this move has already been, technically you wouldn't want to get FOMO, right? And get into this trying to catch it. So I'm just going to extend it to the next one. And I'm going to put my line. Now, when you have your Fib tool set, the next thing that you're going to do is change your settings. Now, I know this could be a lot at first, so I put together a simple PDF with my exact Fibonacci settings as well as some extra ABC D pattern tips that you can use if you click the link below, if you want to be able to download that and follow along, and come back to this video to make sure that you are using the tool properly, as well as this amazing cheat sheet that I put together. Now that we have the Fib tool set, we see that it is currently a bearish market right now. So we also have swung high, and we extended it to our most recent low, once again, because the market is in a downtrend. So the next thing you need to know is our key levels. As listed before, 0.618 and 0.50 are two of the main key levels because this is either going to be where price retraces, and it also tells us it's a possible entry. So as we could see here, if I would have entered into this trade, of course I would currently be in profit because it is currently pushing down. Now, this is where the ABC tool comes into play. This just gives me extra confirmation that my Fibonacci levels are headed in the right direction. So as I did say before, when you have the Fib tool that helps you mark retracements and spot reversals, as well as the ABC pattern tool that does the same thing, it literally is a powerhouse when you put it together. So we're going to start with swinging high, and we're going to swing B, C, D. Now you are probably wondering, what the heck did you just do? So what this does is it tells me where there could possibly be a pullback and a continuation. So from A to B, we're expecting that strong trend. B to C, we're going to expect that retrace. And C to D, we're going to expect that continuation to, and that obviously means the trend will continue pushing down. So this is the part where in my journal, I'm going to be writing, okay, well, from here, I'm just going to put lines and delete them so we're not confused. Let's do different color. Let's just do blue. So I'm basically going to be saying, okay, so from around here to here, I could be expecting that price is going to retrace. So price is kind of headed there now. So let me just sit on my hands and not hop in because I know it's going to come back up to this key level, right? Now, one thing you have to know about ABC pattern is it's not exactly going to be right on. Now, in the most perfect scenario, and at times, majority of the times this can happen, it lands exactly where your ABCD is. But for the most part, it also doesn't exactly touch. So don't just sit waiting thinking it's exactly going to touch there, because sometimes the retracement can just be right here, right? So just remember that as well as you're doing your pattern. It just gives you more of an idea of where to spot those reversals. I would put that into my journal. So that means I'm sitting on my hands and I'm going to patiently wait for that pullback. And now I'm going to know when to re-enter for another sell position because it's pushing down. Or whether you're in it and you're already seeing prices starting to go back up, it also tells you, okay, calm down. Just know that it's retracing. Another thing that the fib tool helps you with is where your take profit level will be. Now, everyone does it differently. Now, as for me, I am going to locate my two key zones is 0 and 0.27. Now, lately, because the market has been doing what it's been doing, I've been taking what the market has been giving me and focusing more on the 0 level, but these two are going to be your take profit levels, and 0.62 is going to be more of your long term. Now, depending on the way the market is moving, 0.27 will be your long term as well. You'll just know based off whatever pair you're looking at and how it's flowing. So with that being said, let's see where the market takes us. And just like that. So we went A, B, we expected that retrace because it came down. And as you can see, once again, this isn't going to be exactly lined up, but it's still on the same line. As you can see that I'm moving on the 0 on the fib. So for right here, we did A to B, and it really just came right here. It retraced back, consolidated for a sec, and then it gave me a mean pushback down. And both of those take profits were hit. This is all the Fibonacci tool is. It's helping you to spot those reversals as well as trend continuation, and that ABC pattern tool is just puts the cherry on top to confirm those levels. So just so you could see it again, and I'm only going to put one line this time, and I'll just so you could see it more clearly. I can't make it any more bold than it is now. So we're swinging high, extending. We swung the fib high to the most recent low. And here, A, B, retraced, trend continue. Hit both take profits. Download the PDF to make this way easier and so that you could even come back and follow along to get a better understanding of this. I have in-depth details and simple tips on the ABC pattern as well as my exact fib tool settings. Let's get some more live examples. So now we're going to pull out our ABC pattern to see how this will potentially play out and if our levels align. So from B to C, I'm going to expect the market to come back down once again and then continue its trend up in an uptrend. Let's see how this plays out. So we went from A to B. It consolidated for a little bit. As you can see, where C is, like I said, it's not going to be exactly where you put it in this zone, but just know it's either going to touch the gold zone or it's going to go to the end of the gold zone. So here it retraced to the start of the gold zone and then it pushed back up and it hit both of our take profits. So you would be in profit with this trade. I truly hope this is making sense. So this is happening in real time. If you were to get in here, and since you see that it is currently in an uptrend, we have a strong pull. So we have A, B, C, and as you can see in real time right now, it is taking off this strong pull upward. So again, we start, let's say you were getting in here, A, B, C, and it's currently having that strong pull up. Here's an example of me using the fib tool in real time and applying it to my strategy. I know there is a lot of lines. Please do not be thrown off by that. If anything, I really just want you to focus on how I'm using the fib tool in my strategy, as well as where I'm placing the tool and how it plays out in the market. Now I am officially marking my key levels. So as you can see, I am prepping for a buy position. And so I swung low, or excuse me, I found my most recent low and I'm swinging high. As you continue to use this tool, you'll notice that on your higher time frame key levels, those will align. So I sometimes tend to stretch mine out to where I feel most comfortable, but not get too greedy to where I'm just taking up the whole chart. And the most beautiful thing is when these key levels, like your support and resistance levels, tend to line up with the take profit levels, because it's definitely giving you strong confirmation that price will hit where you are marking. As you can see here, I did place on the 4-hour key level. Instead of putting my green line like I normally do, I just put take profit because it's already a major key level that is bound to get hit. Just to give you a little context of what's going on, so I'm currently waiting on a trend line break, which are those white lines that you see on the top, support and resistance trend lines. They are also known as that. So just in case, once my alerts get triggered, I'm gonna know when to buy above and sell below. And the only reason I know that is because my fib tool has told me my zones. I lined them up with the key levels on the higher time frames, and I've been able to gauge where I can get into the market. So as of right now, I'm just sitting on my hands, of course, because it looks like where C is, I'm kind of in a retracement zone. So we're going to sit back and see. So we're going to start here. There was this strong push. I'm going to drop my B. Expect that retracement around this area, and it'll be a push down. Now you may be wondering, how do I know when to get in? Well, that is 100% based on your rules. What triggers do you have set for you to be able to enter in the trade? So as you've seen here, I have an extra step that says enter below. Another thing you have to look out for is fake outs. So again, everyone trades differently, so it's very important that you stick to your rules to be able to apply this ABC pattern. So, for example, we have this strong pull. I could have easily just entered in here, but because it did not break that trigger where I have enter below, I sat on my hands, which I'd be glad I did. So as you can see, it came down and now it's retracing back to the top. Personally, I did see it has broke that trend, so I know it's going to continue to push up. So we're going to get ready for a buy position. But if this were to be in a downtrend, you would expect it to come up to here and maybe like around this level it'll stop and then push back down and continue to be a sell. Same and vice versa. The results are in. Price continued in a bullish trend. Now, I hope you found this video helpful. And if you want to keep everything that we went over right in front of you, grab the free PDF below. It is packed with my exact Fibonacci settings and a simple ABCD breakdown to help you trade with more confidence. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, and happy trading. I'll see you next time.